When I joined Toastmasters, I didn't know that the skills I would acquire would take me to the other side of the world. When I joined Toastmasters 4 years ago, I was still living in England with a dream of one day living here in California. When I joined Toastmasters, I didn't know that my newly found confidence would transform my life. Madam Toastmasters and fellow Toastmasters, my Toastmasters journey started in England, in Ascot, a town located 30 miles west of London. People from all walks of life met twice a month in the basement of a pub. The venue was drafty, as you would expect in England, but the atmosphere was immensely warm and welcoming. I remember the first time I made an attempt at table topics. My mind froze completely. I could hardly string together a few sentences. I literally wanted to sink through the floor. Afterwards, I received a round of applause, and that gave me the courage to give it a try again and again. Those meetings provided me a space where I felt intrinsically safe to grow, no matter what my starting point was, or no matter what my dreams were. I realized that Toastmasters provided a remarkable opportunity to learn from other people's stories. I also realized that with improved speaking skills, I would be able to make another dream come true. A dream about spreading a message that has the power of transforming your life. A message that was first coined by the great poet Rumi. He said, "Live life as though everything is rigged in your favor." At Toastmasters, we're asked to step up to our fears, take on challenges, and put ourselves in situations that are less than comfortable, right? Life does the same. Just like a Toastmasters, in life, when you embrace those situations, even the ones that make you angry and sad and upset, you grow. And that is the beauty of Toastmasters and life. 2 years ago, I was still living in England, and I found myself at a junction in life. A long-term relationship had just come to an end, and I considered moving back to my home of origin, to Sweden. To clear my mind, I went to the coast. On a gloomy day, I was standing overlooking the Atlantic Ocean, manifesting my dream of living in California, envisaging myself at another coast, at the Pacific Ocean. I was envisaging myself living in a state that encourages you to dream big. You see, California attracted me in so many ways. Compared to where I was living in England, I would be able to access much warmer climate, sunnier weather, maybe not today. Oh, and the proximity to San Francisco and Silicon Valley held a huge appeal to me. I decided to reach out to the marketing director of my employer, a multi-billion-dollar company operating in the wireless industry with its headquarters here in Santa Rosa. I wrote down on a piece of paper what I wanted to include in the email, asking if there were any opening positions based in Santa Rosa. The following day, I arrive in the office in England, and before I have a chance to write the email, my boss at the time approaches me, and he says, "Karolina, I'd like to have a word with you. The marketing director is asking if you would like to interview for a role to be based in Santa Rosa." I understood that this was an example of life is rigged in your favor. This was the universe offering me a challenge that, if I embraced, would have the power of transforming my life. Of course I accepted. A few days later, the interview came around. I was naturally nervous, but I had also faith in my Toastmaster skills, and that enabled me to convincingly convey my ideas about marketing practices in a technology-based company. That same evening, they offered me the role, and a few months later, I arrived in sunny California. At my new place of work, at the headquarters, I was one of over 1,000 employees. I was wandering around exploring this huge campus when I come across the corporate Toastmasters banner. I knew then that I had found a new home. And I knew then that my next big dream was just around the corner. A dream about spreading a message that has the power of transforming your life. A message to live life as though everything is rigged in your favor. Madam Toastmaster.